What's up, everybody? This is Morgan Flowerchild of Flowerchild Productions Incorporated, and you are watching Amplified Exposure Live with Teresa B. Let's get it.
Keep shining, let it shine, shine like a diamond. Keep shining, let it shine, shine like a diamond.
Good afternoon, Facebook. This is your girl, Teresa B, coming to you live and direct from Amplified Exposure Live. Today, I have my wonderful guest, Mr. Domonique Mitchell. He's on here making Black history, so perfect time to come on here to talk about Black History Month.
Okay.
And he came on today because he likes me. So for those of you that are out there in Roku land, TV land, and all the la lands, please listen up. He has a lot of information he'd like to share with us, and it is a pleasure and honor for you to be on my show tonight. Hello, Mr. Mitchell.
Hello. It's my pleasure and my honor to be on your show, and I like you.
Thank you for liking me. Thank you. So you have a resume that is like booming, as they would say, right?
Okay.
So from the top to the bottom to the bottom to the top, you got a lot of things that have started, and you really have created some Black history for some African American film, television, and content providers. So let's start. I'm trying to figure out where I should start, if I should start with music or television or network or streaming, because you have so many things going on. But first of all, where are you originally from?
New York City / UNC North Carolina / ATL Stone Mountain, Charlotte.
Charlotte, okay. I'm in Atlanta as well, so okay, I know all about the Stone Mountain area, Charlotte.
Yes.
So with all of the things that you have going on, you've been doing this. I read somewhere, I think it said over 30 years. Over 30 years in the industry.
Yes. Since the Kid and Play days, yes.
Has it seemed that long for you?
Yes.
Yes. So tell us how it all started. How did you get in the music industry?
Oh, my father played jazz. He played with a lot of old school artists. He's kind of like with the Funk Brothers and a whole bunch of. I was always around music. Being from Queens, East Elmhurst, New York, my next door neighbor was Play from Kid and Play. Kwame was down the block. Martin Lawrence was around the corner. Sona Pepper was there. Rakim was over here. EPMD was over. So I've just been around everything since I was like 10 years old. And as you just love music. So the first time I saw the Kid and Play video, I was just standing there watching Rolling with Kid and Play. And I was like, I'm hooked. This is what I want to do.
Wow. And you went out and just pursued it, and just like that.
Yes, met a gentleman named one of the baddest, incredible executives, Gene Griffin, that started Teddy Riley, started Guy, started the New Jack Swing, Bobby Brown, all of this. And I just watched how he worked. And I was like, I want to be an executive. He told me, he said one thing. He said, listen, there's three things. There's the music industry, the music business. Okay? Learn the first, love the second, and understand the third.
Wow. That's powerful, because me being in the music industry now, I'm trying to get these young people who don't do mastering correctly to understand that they also need to know the business. It's so hard. Yeah, they don't get it. They don't get the importance of it. So appreciate people like you starting that. Well, I was about to say starting trend, but now they don't listen, so I guess it ain't working for the younger generation. But
well, out of 1 out of 50 groups, you're probably going to get one, but you have to make them work. We have a development camp that we don't sign any group unless you go through 6 months of our development. And from our development, we teach you not only how to work hard. Hard work beats talent when talent's scared of hard work. You have to understand that. And what they do broke is what they're going to do 50 times worse or better with money. It don't change. Okay.
Right.
So what we do is we teach them, first of all, when you pass our boot camp, then we teach you about executive, then we teach you about publishing, then we teach you so much about the business. It's like almost 65% of our students, once they learn the business, they don't want to be an artist no more.
Well, that's real because now they see where the money is, and it's not in spins.
No.
Yeah. So I might have a couple of referrals for you. I'm just saying. You don't even understand.
There's a lot of people right now that know me doing this. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. They're gonna get their feelings hurt. They're gonna get their don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, some of them they need to get their feelings hurt so they can understand the power of music because
Hmm.
get stuck in this place where all they have in their head is money, 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 but they don't even know how to do step by step on how to even register their music, on how to code their music. And you can't be an indie artist if you don't know music.
Well, I'm gonna say this to any music artist that's listening to me right now. I would tell you about this. There's two things that's going to happen to you in the music industry. The music industry has a 100% ratio is going to kill you or destroy you. You hope it destroys you so you can build yourself back up. It makes you better, but it could kill you. Michael Jackson left. It can two things. So if you ain't ready to die for your dream, go go work for someone else's dream.
Wow. Wow. So you start with being Left Eye's security first before you jumped into management? Or were you
No, I was what was I? That was a roadie. I was on a road with a bunch of other artists and touring the world and doing whatever I needed to do, carrying bags. I didn't care what it was. See, that's the problem with the artists today or people. They don't want to work. They want instant gratification. They think it's going to happen for them yesterday of today. And then when it doesn't happen, they put out another song, put out another song, put out another song, put out another song, and never work that one song. Some artists
Mhm.
come to me and say, I'm on my fourth album. Be like, well, what happened to the first one? Oh, that's old. I ain't heard it.
Right, right. And like Beyonce's dad said when I interviewed him, it's a package. It's not
Hmm.
just a song. You have to also know how to be an artist.
Right.
And that's a lot of things that these kids of today don't realize that there's more to work than just leasing beats and putting some lyrics to it. So
They
yeah.
study each other. That's the I, when you study bull, you become a piece of. See, when you study greatness, you become greater. A lot of these kids are scared to study greatness because it takes a time to be great. My grandfather always told me, good is the evil of greatness.
Mm, okay.
So, good is the evil of great. So, if you have good people around you and you're great, you can't become greater. So people, oh, I'm good. Yeah, but Michael's great. Usher's great. Chris Brown's great. Justin Timberlake's great. You're just good. Where your music plays is where you will perform. Hood. And that's why 281 rappers have been shot for the past 2 years because they can't get to that greatness status where you're not dealing with none of that.
Hmm.
Kendrick Lamar don't deal with it. J. Cole don't deal with it. These tours, they're worldwide tours on 5, 6, 7 years going on. So they don't want to get to that status. They just want to stay hood great, hood rich great. I'm okay in my hood because if I do anything else, that means I have to learn something, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we call it hood rich.
Yep.
Only by a couple of subs. Maybe a hoopty.
Hey, it's all good. They'll learn one way or the other.
So after you did the security, and then you did the touring, and then boom, next was management. Like,
Yeah, Lisa Left Eye always told me, she said, I have something great in me. Because we used to sit down on the bus all day long. I'd be like this and that and that. She'd be like, "You, how do you know this?" I used to work with Gene back in the day. Yo, this ain't right, that ain't right, such such. So she was just like, "Yo, you just need to do management, or you just need to." So I became an A&R for Universal, Sounds of Atlanta Universal, and then I just went to Sony and just worked all over the place, and then did BT Comic View and just kept on going, just kept on going until I finally realized, wait a minute, we don't own our own distribution. What's the problem? We've been on everyone else's platform for a long time, but we don't own no distribution. And I looked at everybody's like, daggone, no one owns distribution. We went from MySpace to Facebook, from Facebook to Twitter, from Twitter to Instagram, from Instagram to Snapchat, from Snapchat to YouTube, from YouTube to LinkedIn, from LinkedIn to TikTok, and we don't own none of that. But what we did was put in the work. We went from MySpace, we transferred our people to Facebook. It took us 15 years, 10 years to work for Mark Zuckerberg. Then we went from Facebook to Twitter. We transferred those people from that. We did the work. He just created a platform. We work for everyone else but ourselves. And then when we try to build something for ourselves, our own people play and hate us.
Mm-hmm.
You have this wonderful show that you're giving opportunities to people, but people want to play and hate you so bad because you are anointed. And since you're anointed, they're looking at you like, wow, I can do the same thing. I can do the same thing. Yes, there's enough for everybody. But if you just support somebody, someone will support you. Treat someone how you want to be treated.
Right. And when there's new levels, there's new devils.
Hey, all the time.
All the time. I'm telling you, some of the experiences that I had just in the last 48 hours, I could write a book about it. Scams to fake pages. I mean, people will, if they see you doing something great, they will want to copy it, imitate it. But unfortunately, they try to use your name to do it. They don't do their own name.
That's how you know you're getting great. That's how you know you're leaving good to greatness. Right there, what you just said. That is how you know everything's going to be okay. Because show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
Right.
So that's when they start copying you, you know you good. You are there. You got to understand things that every entrepreneur will hear. The first one is you'll never make it. They'll say that to your face. Then they say she thinks she's special behind the back. Then they're going to say all she cares about is money. That's to diminish your character. Then they're going to say, oh, she got lucky. A way for their lack of effort. Then once you get there, they're going to say, I always knew she was going to make it when they run into you.
Yeah, that is so true. That is the correct order and how it goes. The same exact order. It's amazing. Or you might have those people that rah you in the beginning, and then they eventually slowly move away.
Yeah, sometimes it's not the people who change; it's the mask that falls off.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I'm learning a lot. Trust me. You preaching now. You look tambourine now. I'm ready to have church because you. So you won. Well, you helped to sell 24 million albums with 2 Diamond Awards and 26 Billboard Awards. Tell us about that.
Man, that's just working with all the artists that I've ever worked with. And when you put it all together and you're on the road with every last one of them and you eating oodles and noodles and you on this bus or this plane or whatever at 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, you actually sit there and say, yo, I've been working, but none of that matters when you don't own nothing. Now, when you said that, that means absolutely nothing when you don't own the rights to your own music, when you don't own what you've been putting in. And that's what all these artists are learning. That's the reason why me and my partners, we started Experience on Demand, because at the end of the day, we wanted to own. So now you have XOD Network, which you have your own shows, your own channels, and your own networks. And what does that mean? That means what we're on right now is StreamYard.com, which we don't own. But we own Experience, where we could be on, where 100,000 people could be watching us for $1, and we for 15 minutes, and we made $100,000 because we own it. I don't care if it was 50 cents. If 60,000 people watched us for 50 cents, you do the math. I don't care if 3,000 people watched us for $1. We made $3,000 right now from giving people the information that we're doing. So what Experience on Demand is, it's an on-demand network with Experience Kingdom on Demand, Experience Agency, Experience University too, Experience Music. We support entertainers and media professions in reaching global audiences through video on demand, music distribution, podcasts, magazines, marketing, advertisement, business development, and entertainment strategies. We work from the rooter to the tutor with our people. We have great team of professionals, that we deal with, and we just ready to do whatever we need to do to make you guys millions of dollars.
So how does it working with all African Americans? Like, let's put it out on the table on what your experience is, because I know you have some wonderful stories to tell about some African Americans that rose to the top and did what you told them to do, and boom. But then you have some other African Americans who came along and did whatever. So tell us.
Well, let's just start with the team. I learned this from the very beginning. You can't do nothing without a team.
Right.
Period. And that's the problem. We're trying to do so much on our own. So the team that I've been blessed with, okay, in my heart, and they've been through hell, okay, is our CEO, Jasmine. We have our CEO, we have Angela Foxworth, Bernadette. We have Gerald Pohl. We have Rashada. We have Shamar. I have such a great team. Gerald Pohl, Kenneth. I have such a great Henze, that these guys, all black staff and black women running the company. Let me just say that again. 3 black women running the company. CEO, COO, just our staff is incredible, because what I've learned and what I was raised by women. So I've been blessed all my life to be around women. But I'm telling every man out there, God, some may not like this, but this is mine. God will send you a woman for 4 things: build you up, lift you up, kill you, or destroy you. You pick which one.
Wow.
It's all in the Bible.
So the last guy that was on the show tonight, we were talking about love and dating. Now you come back with the powwow. Like, listen, you got 4 options, dog.
Yeah. You can't do nothing. Look, there's no billionaire without a woman by your side. And then guess what? If you destroy it, then she going to destroy you and take what? Yeah, let's yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that's where we are. So with my situation, it's all about that team with experience, and black people going to be black people. Listen, we was taught from a slave who was taught from a slave who was taught from a slave. So at the end of the day, you have your house brothers and you have your outside brother. It doesn't even matter. But all I can say is God blesses those who bless. So support somebody, and then God can support you. Because what you put in this world, trust me, you will get back. You will get back in double fold each and every time.
You reap what you sow.
Listen, last thing, like I say, ownership is everything. If you don't own the kitchen table, you must be on the menu. Remember that.
I never heard that one before.
Yeah, because you always hear people say if you don't have a seat at the table, right? That's what you usually hear. Nah.
Yeah.
If you don't own the kitchen table, you must be on the menu. I don't want a seat at the table if I don't own it. It's a different talk right there. It's a different walk right there. I sit down a little bit differently at the head of the table. And everyone that experienced on the man has a piece of the head of the table, because they've been so blessed to me, man. And my brothers, we have each other's back. My sisters have my back, and they prove it throughout these years. And that's how you build a company. Because again, God will bless you. See, people think you can build a company with money. Yes, you can. But here's the problem: when the money runs out, they're gone. When you build a company with nothing but mortar and stone and bricks, and then the money comes in, you know who's going to be there for you. And you better bless them more than you bless yourself. There's the problem what comes with us. I'll give everything away if I have to. I don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm so blessed. And I've learned that throughout these. If you live past last year, you're blessed.
Yeah.
You're here for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly right. So tell us how you started the streaming company. When did that begin?
That began about 2.5 years ago. I just said we don't own distribution, and I want to have a distribution company. So me and my brother Ken, we got together. We had 2,000 people come to my home in Stone Mountain. Okay, for a year and a half every day. I got in front of them to television for television. See, I had this vision to television for television. And since I didn't have the network, I just had this vision. I had to have at least, I think it was 50 people, 60 people a day in my living room on my big screen TV saying, this is how it's going to look. And I got this idea and this, and streaming and live. And people looked at me like crazy. So it's like that because it was my vision, not theirs. And
Right.
people didn't understand it. Now you see, this was 2.5 years ago when no one cared about streaming. Now you see everybody streaming. So we're
Mhm.
way ahead of it, and we're inside 2 billion homes. And anyone that's listening now, please go to your phones and download XOD Network. Go to your Roku, any streaming, XOD Network. Apple, doesn't matter what it is. Go to it, and you'll see us.
Okay. And did you have to have technology experience, or did you just bring people around you to that have that experience?
This is the reason why you have to have smarter people than you. You can't be the
Mhm.
CEO, the president, the dime keeper, the and everything, five different titles. You have to have I have some of the smartest people in the world at this company that own a piece of the company. So it just has really nothing to do with me. You just have to let people be who they are.
Right. Right. And you allowed you they had that autonomy to come into your company and pretty much do their thing.
Very much so. And this is the problem, the situation where we help people with their own shows, channels, and their own network. Like this should be the Teresa B network, where right now you're just doing your podcast, but 15 minutes from now, after we finish, a movie comes on, a sitcom come on, a series come on. You should be your own channel where people are used to coming to one place and monetizing. Birth on the earth what you are worth and stop giving away your purpose. That's what
Yeah.
we teach.
Well, I'm trying to get there. I do have TV productions, and I am trying to formulate and follow in your footsteps. However, it's a slower process for me because I'm just now getting to Atlanta and gradually building that team. So it
Mhm.
may take a little time, and I might be that person in the living room with the 50 people.
Nothing wrong with that.
So yeah, but that's my dream too. My dream is to have my own, because we give way too much away, way
Yes.
too much. So 2.5 years ago, the vision, you made it plain, and then it became this multimedia entertainment company. And then what happened after that?
We're sitting here right now in a COVID situation where it has helped us get what we needed to do, to get things out. Our faith is believe that we answer to a power greater than ourselves. So our integrity is allowing honesty and transparency to rule in everything we do. So we want to make sure that this company is like no other company in the world, and we can actually work what we need to work to help anybody that really wants to become an executive. And you have to train. That's why we have Experience You now. We have our own college online that we have that can help you get your curriculum out there and get paid for it. It's so many different things that we're doing. Like I said, we have Experience University, we have Experience Music, we're a one-stop shop, video on demand, music distribution, podcast. You want to do a magazine, we can help you with that. Marketing, advertisement, business development, and entertainment strategies. One-stop shop worldwide with the greatest team in the world.
Wow. Whoever is out there listening, you got to get with Domonique Mitchell. He is the man with the plan. Teach you how to do it.
Hey,
So
if they want to get with me, go call 1-888-963-2448 or go to experience.tv. Now, that experience is experience.tv. You got
awesome.
me right there. 1-800-963-2448 and experience.tv. You'll see everything and download the app Experience on demand. You download Roku. I mean, you download Netflix. You download Facebook. You download everything else but your own. Think about that.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to ask you, how could they reach you? So what about the classes that you have? Is that something that they pay for in a bundle, or how do they get access to those classes?
Well, I always say, if anybody want to come to my classes, they got to go through you first. Anything that I'm on, I always will come through you first, and they'll get a discount. And they can reach me through you.
Okay.
Period. So
Okay.
that's how I work. They come through you to me. If that's what it is. So everybody gets a little piece. That's how we work. And if they come to me, I'm going to say, well, how do you know I was on a show? Then I'm going to tell them, call you again and come there. If they hit me on social media whatsoever. So that's how we work. Everybody gets. There's enough for Black people. Stop it. There's enough for everybody. Everybody. There's a piece for everybody. Come on now, let's just stop with this hating and because this person's doing this and that's doing that. Stop it. Your growth frightens people who have no plan on changing. Just remember that. And stop asking blind people to proofread your vision. Stop acting that. Come on, let's just do that.
Right. And your vision is your vision. People need to know that. In this industry, a lot of people have tried to change my vision, but my vision is my vision. So you always have to keep true to your vision, because some people will say, no, don't do that. And then they snatch it. They snatch your ideas. So be true to your vision as well. So
Someone took the same situation you've been complaining about and won with it.
Yep.
That's the whole thing I always tell people. Anything you complain about, somebody won with it.
Yeah, that's true. So being that it's Black History Month and you made this entertainment hub for everybody to be a part of, leave us a Black History nugget for the people.
Very much so. Make sure you are not the weapon formed against yourself that is causing you not to prosper. How about that?
How about it? That's just what I'm talking about, Mr.
And
Mitchell.
your boss, everybody who has a 9 to 5 is cool, but your boss will never pay you enough to be his or her neighbor.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And tell them how they can reach you again.
Through you.
Well, how can they review everything? They're going to come through me, but give us the 1-800 number.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go to 1-800-XOD-24448. That's 1-800-XOD-2448. That would be 1-800-963-2448 or experience.tv. That's XPRIENC.tv. Not experience with both E's. Take the E off, start it with the X, end it with the C.
You were funny. Thank you so much for coming on my show tonight, Mr. Mitchell. You are a blessing to me with this conversation. And thank you for the light on Black History Month. Everyone needs to know that they need to own their own. Own your own.
And I have to give a shout out to Donna Mitchell. Thank you for putting this together, sweetheart. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. You're my heart.
Yes. Thank you, Donna. All right, Mr. Mitchell, you be safe. Keep on spreading the gospel of ownership. And remember, y'all, he said, y'all got to come through me. So come through me to get to him.
There
it is, shout it. You have a good evening. Take care of yourself.
See you later. Take it easy.